Okay, so if we look close at Henry Matisse's artwork, he puts big shapes in the background and then he overlaps small shapes on top. So we're going to learn to put our big shapes first, and we're going to learn to overlap today as well, because Mr. Matisse, his artwork is inspiration for this project. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick up a big piece of paper and bring it to my table. At my table, as soon as I have it there, I'm going to write my name on it with one of the crayons, and I'm going to write my table number. Once I have that on there, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do all my gluing on the front of my paper. Now, to glue today, you're going to take these squares that everybody's sharing here. You pick out what colors you want, and you're going to use dots, of course, to glue it down. Notice that I have my dots along the edge. That's important. We don't want to put just dots in our middle, because then our edges are going to flop around and fall off. So watch how I do that. I squeeze his belly real gentle, and I just follow the edge. Then, to make sure the middle stays down, I'm going to put a couple of dots in the middle. Once it looks like this, it's ready to glue down. I glue it down in the corner and smooth it. This is what it looks like to have my first square. I'm going to show you what it looks like when all the squares are added on. Okay, so this is my background with my big squares on it. Notice I use different colors. Notice I turned some different ways, and that's okay. I want it to look however you want it to look. But you do need to make sure that your pieces don't fall off. So make sure you glue all the way down to the edges and you press them down so they're really going to stick. Now it's time to overlap. So in my bag, I have a bunch of cool shapes that I cut out. I can always cut out more with the scissors and the paper at my tables if I need to, but I'm going to take some that I've already cut out and I'm going to put them on. I'm going to lay all my shapes on there before I decide to glue them down. So I'm going to kind of see what looks best, and then when I have it the way that I want it to look, then I glue it down. So I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So here I have my shapes placed the way that I want them to, and now that I know where I want them to be, it's time to glue them down. So I'm going to pick up one shape at a time, make sure to put my glue dots on the edges so that my edges stay nice and secure, and press it down. And then I'm just going to keep moving on to each shape that I need to finish gluing.